Spirituality, when it comes to you, what are the symptoms? People ask this question very often. Ki I'm spiritual, what are the conditions that I'll be feeling? World is still same, but you have changed. Your perspective is changed. People who talk too much, who interact too much, waste their energy in multiple ways. When we are sitting with the people who don't agree in the ideology, even then Mother Nature has provided them a way of connecting with each other. Hello everyone. Har Mahadev. In India, before starting anything, we bow down to the Mother Earth and to the cosmic energy. And in India, we understand these two things in the form of Shiva and Shakti. Shakti is all the universe that is visible. Shiva is the consciousness of the universe. We always hail, we bow down in front of the eternal Mother and Father. That's why in India we say, Namah Parvati Pate, Har Har Mahadev. So we start our every session with Har Har Mahadev. Spirituality. When hits you, spirituality, when it comes to you, what are the symptoms? People ask this question very often, Ki I'm spiritual, what are the conditions that I'll be feeling? If I'm spiritual, what are the things that will be occurring in my life? Spirituality has certain dimensions. And when you appear in those track, when you go into that direction, your life changes. The framework of the life changes. You start perceiving things differently. World is still same, but you have changed. Your perspective is changed. So here we are discussing some symptoms which will show you that your spiritual journey has started. And you need to calm yourself and understand the cycle of deeds, the cycle of karma. The deed or karma is guiding you toward the spiritual inclination. When spirituality starts, the first symptom, the basic symptom is you talk less. You stop entertaining irrelevant or unnecessary. People who talk too much, who interact too much, waste their energy in multiple ways. When your spiritual journey starts, you like to keep mum. You like to be silent. You like to observe and understand. Your observation becomes very, very high. You become highly sensitive. Second symptom, sensitivity rises. All of a sudden, you start visualizing things. You start connecting with people without even saying anything. Maybe there is a language barrier. Maybe there is a religion barrier or continent barrier. Two people from entirely different living style. They both are spiritual. When they are sitting together, they can understand each and every word of each other without even saying a word. Spirituality is the realm, is the region of vibration. When we are sitting with the people who don't agree in the ideology, even then Mother Nature has provided them a way of connecting with each other. When your spiritual journey starts, you more interact on the basis of vibration. You interact with them with your mental power. You interact with them with your aura, your vibration. When this journey starts, your understanding, your awareness becomes more. Earlier, when you used to study some book, read some book, the essence that you were taking was very superficial. When this journey starts, you start developing understanding something which was there earlier also, but now you can see through the content. You can connect to the soul of the content. For example, you might be reading Bible or Bhagavad Gita or any sort of spiritual scripture. Earlier, the physical meaning was there. You were just translating the words. Now you're connecting with the words. Every word you can connect with is with your life, is with your experience. Now you add your experience. You become the word. You start living the word. You become so sensitive that you can't eat rubbish. You can't eat junk. Many people can relate with me on this. You can't eat non-veg. You can't eat too much oily, too much spicy. You can't sit with the people who talk negative. You take decisions in your life, really difficult decisions. You start segregating between the choices that you have made earlier and between the choices now you have to make. Earlier, maybe your life was very superficial, or you might be not having any idea about the life. You might be just living for the sake of living. But now you have understanding that my life is for some purpose. I don't need to waste even an hour of my life. You live for a purpose. You start calculating. The healer, the spiritual practitioner, don't waste life, don't waste effort, don't waste energy. You become a good mathematician. Sometimes it's very difficult to understand. But yes, it's true. That person becomes so good mathematician that earlier they were focusing on physicalities, physical content only. Now they live for the meaning of life, for the reality of the life. The real perspective of the life. Earlier, they may be sympathizing with the people. Now they are empathizing with the people. You may be feeling sorry for them earlier, but now you don't feel sorry. You understand the karmic sequence. You understand the perspective of why they are living. When you enter into the world of spirituality, you have this gut feeling, strong gut feeling. It is possible that people may be not agreeing with you, but it hardly makes a difference now. It really don't make a difference in any way possible. You have a clear-cut notion in your head, you have a perspective, and you have gut feeling that my system is saying something. My inner core is saying something. I will follow that trail. I'll follow that path. It is possible that earlier you were not crying. After the initiation of this journey, you cry a lot. This is known as catharsis, in which you empty yourself. This is the process in which you release your inner. You release the anchors. Some people ask me, why are we crying so much? Nowadays, why are we fighting so much? Catharsis can happen in any possible way. Some people initially get irritated. Some people initially start scolding, but eventually they become at peace. Because your inner debris needs to be released. Your level of compassion, your level of serving increases. Earlier, you were serving the world for some benefit. You were helping others to gain something. But now your compassion is so high that you serve others because it is the purpose of your life. Many of you can relate with this thing, with this content, whatever I am presenting today, because your life is undergoing that change. You are undergoing that change. You are living that change. But there is no one to explain what is this state. There is no one to explain this thing, that what we are feeling. Is this reality? Is this my emotion? Is this my notion? Or actually there is a higher calling. There is a higher energy which is calling me every day. This is awakening process. We can't contemplate. When this spiritual beacon flashes in your life, the possibility of let go is highest. You don't create the grudges, you don't keep the grudges, you don't go for the grudges. It doesn't matter at all what people say about you. You don't feel offended. What are they saying? How are they reacting towards you? How are they reacting on your things? It doesn't matter. You look behind the curtain, you look behind the scene or the screen. You look inside them, you look through them. And you gain the state of peace. You don't get hurt easily. You get hurt when only you and yourself are disappointing yourself. You get hurt when your inner is disappointing yourself. When your discipline is disappointing yourself. Your expectation from you becomes very high. Your patience becomes very high. Your reaction becomes very gentle. These are some important points. These are some important characteristics or symptoms that happen in the spiritual journey. Spiritual journey don't mean that your karmic clearance will be smooth. Maybe it is possible, and I should not say maybe, it is highly possible that your life is very, very difficult when you go on the path of karmic clearance. It will be more difficult than your family members as well. But you have every solution with you, you have every possibility with you. Now you can face the most difficult thing with a smile, with ease. I hope the points I have discussed, I have shared with you, will help you in some way. We'll keep popping with such topics. Please send us your questions. Har Har Mahadev. God bless you all.